Oh, we good people. When I say I almost feel like all hope was gone, just down the drain, just demolished. It's not. It's really not. It's really some decent people outside. You know, I try to keep my doggone private life private, but I don't keep too much private at all. I tell every doggone thing. That's what y'all folk can't stand about me because I talk too much, huh? I know. But whatever. It don't really matter. Anywho, can I just say shout out to my Mr. Y'all? Cause since I'm gonna be honest with y'all and tell y'all about the rest of my doggone life, I forfeited that dang on until I get married situation now. Cause the way y'all was out here playing with me and then I don't smoke weed or nothing at all. Like, I couldn't do it no more. I just couldn't. And then, not to mention that, this man went and got me some Waffle House, y'all. If anybody that know me, they know me. Like, Waffle House is my go-to. Now, I'm not cheap. Before y'all say that, I'm not cheap at all. But I like comfort food, and I like, to feel all comforty and stuff. I didn't have to move up out my bed. I didn't have to do nothing at all. Like my food just came to me. I don't. It's hard when you going from one person that don't do nothing to somebody that actually handles business. Like not trying to be funny, but business. Um, it's two different aspects of business. I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm pretty sure y'all can understand what I'm saying. My bad, cause I'm all over the place, honey. I'm playing solitary. When I say I'm kicked up in this bed, and see the thing is, I'm scared now. Oh, don't worry for all y'all inquiring minds, baby. Me and this man already went to the doggone clinic because I don't trust nobody in Chattanooga at all. Folks be carrying all kind of diseases around here. Did that a long time ago, but you know, everything don't need to be shared with y'all. Which I already knew that I didn't have nothing, but I had to be cautious about the person that I decided to want to, fool with, because, like I said, yeah, I'm carrying a lot of diseases around here these days. And I ain't finna be a part of the doggone crew or clan. I'm good on that. Anywho, so that's not all that happened. I sat down because I was irritated. Not irritated with nothing else in life, just irritated with just folks in general because I don't know how to handle situations like this. Once again, I keep on trying to tell y'all the way I handle situations ain't, you know, apparently it's not working these days. Mm-mm. Cause I like to handle stuff directly. I don't like the indirect stuff. I don't like to going behind people back and talking and stuff like that. So I was a little irritated. Now, cause I don't smoke weed, I guess I use another form of irritation. Well, should I say diffusing the irritation in my life? Yes, I did. What I didn't do it. Like I'm over here, I'm baffling y'all because I can't even believe I'm talking too much, ain't I? I am. I'm talking too doggone much. And I hope that man in the back, I bet he just sit up there just smiling like, yeah, don't nobody know it's me. Yo, well, the people that see you coming in my doggone driveway do. Um, but it ain't been that often, honey. And this man ain't came by my house. He worked third shift. He don't even be off like that for y'all nosy folks. Cause y'all love to be bird watching my house. Mm-hmm. But y'all ain't gonna never see nothing but that man coming and going and that's it. It ain't gonna. I'm glad I found a man that got his own place, y'all. That's not too often in Chattanooga. A man that got his own place. He got a job. He he ain't got no kids that he not taking care of. Like he has a child that he takes care of very regularly. Like I don't. Every time I hear him talking about his child and being around his child, I actually heard conversations with him around his baby mama, and it ain't never been no issue. So I'm just like, okay, well, at least he got his life mapped out and planned out. Maybe I was doing it wrong the first time because I was over here believing that men actually had their stuff together all the while it was lies. But that's okay because I don't have to worry about talking about the past because that's not in my future and ain't got nothing to do with me. Um, so yeah, like for a man to be able to take care of his daughter, yeah, because it's a big difference when a man taking care of his son and his daughter. So he stepped up to the plate and was just like, look, man, ain't nobody else finna all of those extra stuff that he be talking about that I'm not finna be saying. Cause I be like, yeah, I hear it. Cause my dad used to say the same thing. Ain't no man finna say that I ain't doing so and so and so and so for my child and yada yada yada. And I'm just like, well, that's good. It shouldn't even be about a man saying nothing about you doing nothing for your child. It should be you saying you ain't finna allow this to happen because that's your child. But I guess he's still a man and that's how y'all talk. But y'all, when I tell you, why am I still up though? Anybody know, but like that Waffle House almost put me down. When I say that grilled chicken sandwich, no cheese, put the bacon on the side with double hash browns, scattered with onions, please. Yes. And then my food was right, y'all. My food was right. Like everything was just perfect. And I could just be over exaggerating it a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm over exaggerating the situation. Not one little bit, not at all. Um, shoot, maybe I waited the perfect time to actually start talking to somebody. Maybe this is the time. But anywho, honey, I feel like I waited long enough, because you're supposed to take some time and a break between people that you having sexual encounters with. I believe it should be longer than doggone 30 days, if you ask me. My limit used to be like 3 months. It give me a month to get over the person I was just messing with. It give me a month to actually get a feel of myself again, and then another month to be like, okay, well, here we are on the dating scene. Not necessarily mean you gotta have sex with the person, but I'm just saying, just out there. Baby, I took what's this month? Finna be November. So since January. And that's a long doggone time if you ask me. I was just making sure that I got all my stuff together. And you don't want to bring in no old relationship problems or nothing like that. I don't want the man to think that I want to go to somebody that I was once messing with. You got to make sure you got all your stuff together once you trying to start a relationship. Now, anybody know you have sexual encounters with me? That's a whole relationship, baby. I don't know what y'all be talking about, but every man that I done had, well, not every man, but the men that I have had sexual encounters with, I was in relationships with them men prior to, or around the same time. I could say prior to, because these men was coming around me before they was even able to do other things. Like, you know, unlike y'all females these days, I think I'm built a little differently. A man gonna actually put in a little bit of effort and stuff. I'm not gonna be one of them. I'm just gonna, you know, hit her wherever I can type stuff. Excuse me, Judge, if you listening, but this ain't the conversation for you. I don't think you're gonna be able to understand nothing that I'm talking about. I mean, maybe, but still. Um, so yeah, it's not like a man ain't never did nothing for me in order to have that access, but it's completely different now. When you grow up, you want differently. Like it's not the man has to actually chase me or nothing, no. But they gotta come with some substance other than just wanting to lay in my bed or just lay with me and whatever. So I'm skeptical about going to anybody's house. So I was at home. I'm skeptical about people coming to my house. And that's another thing because I was kind of messing up my own relationships. And then the whole before I'm not having sexual encounters before I get married type stuff now, that's kind of stupid because I'm still over here trying to work my way out of a doggone marriage now. I don't even know if I want to get married again. I mean, it was hard enough with this one situation. I don't know if I want to do it again. But that don't mean that you can't be with somebody and actually build with them and rely on them. And they actually be there for you. Because when I say that man done kept my doggone head stable minty of these doggone days, no matter if I mention him or not, trust me, I say Mr. a lot. Yeah, I don't know who I'm talking about, but he know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't have to put no labels on it or nothing. It's not like I'm keeping a man anonymous or nothing. It's just I'm not too big on just putting a relationship out there that now the whole world sees, and it's like, oh well, I gotta put on because the whole world see, and then if things don't go right, then I gotta sit here and tell everybody what happened. No, no, no. I'd rather just call it what it is and let me and this man figure out what we doing and what's going on in our lives, and you know how we want to be there for one another, if we want to actually be there for one another, because after you mess with somebody, you might not even really want to be with them no more, and that's just completely honest. A lot of y'all, and women, y'all get that mixed and screwed just because a man has sex with you. You thinking it's just you, and no, ma'am, because after he have sex with you, he may realize that he really don't want to be with you. Um, and that should be okay too, because you really don't know a person until you actually have sexual relations with them. Now, y'all, it is present at the moment, 3 o'clock in the morning. That man been gone away from my house, been gone. Um, got my food, and that was it. Well, I can't say that was it. Like, nothing more to it. But that man been home. And by the time he got home, he called me, "You still up?" Well, I'm finna get ready to go to bed. Yada yada yada. Talk for a little minute. And I'm still up playing solitaire. And I like it that way because I've never met a man that had his own place. To be able to go and get in his own bed. When I say praise God, that's all I can say was, boy, and that's something new right there. And that's sad that us as women, we got to sit there and, say that or downplay or downsize ourselves. I guess is how you supposed to put it. Because these men out here ain't got themselves together. They trying to look for you to get them a heads up or something like that. I'm 32 years old and I ain't never met a man that didn't need me to get them or help them out in life. For him to already be established and got his own, that's the type of man that I want to lead me. So, yeah, I sure be shutting the hell up sometimes. Excuse me, Judge, for my language, but I've always said if I got a man or find a man that, matter of fact, I didn't find him, he found me. Anywho, not on no social media sites or nothing. He know all about my doggone life. He know what's going on, and he still don't look at me as an unfit parent. Uh, he sure can't look at me like, I just give my body away, because y'all don't even know how long I've been talking to this man. I'm pretty sure he was almost getting to the point where he was like, "Look, girl, I'm about tired of you," but I doubt it, because a man that really care about himself, he not finna just be spreading his body around to everybody anyway. He understand that something's worth having is actually something worth waiting for and working to or towards or on and all that old extra stuff. Now, the fact that this man is just 34 years old, I'm sitting here like, where in the world, where you come from? Like, where have you been forever? It's not a lot of you. Like, that's the reason why I'm trying to keep that man secret, because it's not a lot of men like that has his stuff together at that age and actually has that mentality. When I said we have to go to the clinic together before I have sex with you, that man was just like, oh, I'm with that. I was something like, oh, well, here you go. I mean, and then it wasn't a rush situation. I don't know why I'm sitting here telling y'all my doggone business. Why am I sitting here telling y'all my business? Because most of y'all that sit here and watch me or listen to me, y'all don't care nothing about my doggone life. It's just something else for you to talk about. Look, and she go, and then, so what? Shoot, y'all should be happy that it's a man that's mentally keeping me from flipping the fudge out on y'all for over here playing with me. Like, that's just period. Because y'all been playing with me a lot. And I'm very thankful for this man to keep me grounded and stable minded and all that old good jazz. So I won't be flipping out. Shoot, I don't smoke marijuana right now, so it's like y'all can't ask for too much more out of me, because you keep on playing with me. It's not gonna go the way y'all thinking it's gonna go. So I'm just saying, and I feel like he actually knew that, because he just like, look, man, we ain't gonna do nothing. We just gonna sit down and watch TV. Yeah, that was supposed to happen. But as I got to talking about certain things, and for some odd reason, what's up with y'all men wanting to give massages and stuff? Talking about you tense. Well, you doggone right, I'm tense. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I'm extremely tense. But um, it was cool because when I was talking to my kids, he actually decided to leave. You know, being respectful. I don't know why he felt like he had to leave. I was just like, well, my kids are on the phone. He was just like, nah, I'm gonna let you talk to him for a minute. Yeah, when I say the man came back with snacks, first of all, that already got me, because I'm just like, snacks? I got snacks? Well, he bought a lot of stuff that I don't eat, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Like candy bars and stuff. I guess because it's Halloween, I don't eat candy like that, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. So then we sit down and we over here chilling and talking. Yep, I tell y'all about every doggone thing else. Oh, I bet y'all don't want to hear this. Oh, she found somebody. Why does it even matter? Like, I'm still over here confused to why My life is so intriguing to y'all, but whatever. Here goes with the rest of the story. So we was over here talking about y'all. That's what we was doing, talking about y'all, folks. The people that's listening to me, the people that's always conversing about me, because he trying to figure out why y'all so invested in my life. Because he been talking to me for a good little minute. He pretty much said that I was boring. Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, I kind of am bored in a way. I said, but the thing is, these people know that I actually know a lot about them in their life. Like, not just being nosy or nothing, but when you around somebody, you can feel their aura. You can feel when they fake. You can feel when they ain't about nothing. You can hear one, two conversations with them, and you can tell that they just a lot of drama, stuff like that. Me, I actually can tell a lot more about people than the average folks. Um, so yeah. That's when folks be wanting everybody to look at me like, oh, it's her. And I'm just like, nah, baby, no. Because don't sit there and try to play like you ain't. See, Judge, the thing is, I tell my whole life story because I ain't got nothing to hide at all. Like, my life, I ain't got to have no approval for nobody else. It's my life. Honestly, I'm a little kind of confused, but not really. If I've been raising my doggone children and taking care of myself and other folks and picking up what other folks lack and all the rest of that, even helping them in their own personal life. I'm trying to figure out what in the world do they even have to talk about. Because everybody that we done talked about, I done helped them in some shape, form, or fashion when they ain't helped me at all. So I'm just like, and you are disgusting me because I was being stupid by, lending a helping hand when I shouldn't have been given a doggone to begin with. But it is what it is. And some men will actually, well, I can't say some men, some people actually out here raised properly. That man mama raised him doggone good. I'm talking about doggone good. Stand up man. Like, he ain't finna sit here and fool around with no person when he's supposed to be at work. I ain't trying to be funny, not trying to talk about nobody, but still, like, it's been a couple of days where I talked to this man. He was just like, man, I don't want to go to work today. And me, well, just don't go. Now, that's just some stuff that I would say. I'm not finna encourage him just not to go, but I was just like, well, just don't go. He was like, man, no, I'm finna go to work. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, of course, not being an ass about it or being upset, but just for a man to have that mentality, you don't find that too often. Not in black men, not in my age group, in age range, and not that stay in Chattanooga. Like, you don't find them that often. I'm sitting here like, what rock was you stored up under? Because, baby, what school did you go to? Y'all, he went to a very good school at that. Um, his parents are still married, which is a good thing. I mean, not saying that if they wasn't, it was a bad thing. Because there's a lot of people, parents, that literally still be married and they shouldn't even be married. So you can't really just say nothing about people and they parenting and relationships and all the rest of that. Because some people just be putting on just to be saying that they married to somebody. I done seen that happen too often. But anywho, um, yeah, just sitting down talking to him, and then I done sat there and talked to his mama and stuff like that. She thinks that I'm really hilarious. Like, I don't have to sugarcoat who I am. Um, I can't really talk to her too much about this situation when it comes to my kids because she gets extremely pissed off. Well, I can't say pissed off, but more than I've ever seen her be irritated. And I ain't never seen that woman irritated at all. Even just listen to conversations or whatever. I've never heard her irritated. And she was just like, so what is supposed to be a role of a mother? She was just like, so these people just gonna try to take your role as being a mother. So if you would have just said forget it and aborted all them kids, then what would they be having or what reason would they have to come for you come out? I was like, none, really. If you really want to be honest. I guess it is just about the children. She said yes. And that's the reason why I guess her and her husband, she didn't really want to have kids or something like that. Um, but I guess he encouraged her to have children. I don't know because wasn't listening to the story too much. I don't really want to know too much more of nobody else's doggone business because the business that I do know, I didn't really even want to know that. It just so happened to fall in my doggone lap because of how people were acting and their demeanors and how you see people living their lives, and it's just like, mm, okay. But anyway, um, she wanted to make sure that her husband actually respected who she was as a woman. And y'all men, y'all don't have too much respect for women. Y'all don't even have too much respect for your own mamas these days. Um, and y'all be thinking that certain females supposed to be taking things that we ain't got to take just because other women did it, and that don't work for me. Mm-mm. It didn't even work for me when it come to my own daddy. So I don't know how it was gonna work with anybody else. But I just appreciate the woman that she is. Matter of fact, I appreciate her and her husband because without her husband being a example and a role model, her son wouldn't be who he is. And I sure appreciate him because, baby, when I say, besides the little situation that just happened, that man is always the understanding, and he got good conversation, y'all. What black man in Chattanooga they got good conversation, and he don't use slang language all the time. Um, you don't hear him calling no female out their name. Like, it's just refreshing, very freaking refreshing. He's not a gang member at all. Shoot, I only dated one of them, and I didn't even know that he was a gang member when I started talking to him. Be honest, shoot, I knew that he was from a project area, but I didn't know he was a gang member. Whatever. What else can I say? I don't know. I ain't got too much to say. I'm just gonna say shout out to that man because that was a whole bunch of stuff that I was gonna say earlier when I got on him, but I decided not to. And I appreciate him for taking my focus elsewhere and actually getting back to living life because that's what it's supposed to be about. All y'all want me to constantly keep on talking about y'all just so y'all can have something to talk about. Nothing. So just hear me talk about the fact that my mister is gonna keep me from talking about y'all. So I guess that's what y'all gonna be mad about. And then gonna be trying to figure out who he is. You ain't gonna see him. I'm talking about you gonna have to see him with a flashlight in the daytime. I'm not. No, it's very confidential. Shoot. By the time I end up getting a divorce and married again, if I choose to, y'all probably ain't gonna know the man until I get married. Like, y'all ain't gonna know him. Well, of course, that was actually on the table, already been discussed because I told him about my life and my plans. But I'm also the creator of my own life. I can choose to do what I want to do, and as long as I'm being responsible, and respectful of my body and my situation and my home or my kids, for that matter, because my kids was here, of course, it would have never happened. But whatever. Uh, all of those factors play a big part, and I guess it don't really play too much of a big part at this present moment, but still, it don't mean I'm just out here just doing whatever and God knows what. Even though that wouldn't be none of y'all business either. I'm just saying, if y'all gonna be out here actually having premarital sex, because I really don't condone it. One, I was born and raised in a doggone church, and they kind of, you know, did the most about people having premarital sex, even though I know a lot of those people was actually having premarital sex, so it was like kind of hypocritical, whatever. A lot of people don't condone a married person having sex, but I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. So y'all gonna mean tell me that the legal person that I'm legally married to been sleeping with somebody and been in a relationship with them for 3 years, but y'all gonna look at me because I'm the woman and make it seem like it's something that I'm doing wrong? I'm gonna need for y'all to go ahead and kiss my grits when it comes to that, because I don't even want to hear like I ain't trying to hear that at all. That don't even make sense. That's stipulations. How you gonna put stipulations on my life, but everybody else out here just living and doing what they want to do? Cause soon as I post this and tell y'all what happened in my doggone night, it's gonna be somebody like, look, you can look all the hell you want to. I hope you see what you need to be seeing, cause baby, it ain't too much to be looking at. What woman do y'all know in Chattanooga that waits January, y'all, since January? It is finna be November. That's almost 10 months with no sexual encounter with anyone. Nobody. Hell, I'm over here hoping and praying and wishing, like, Lord, please, I don't need no more babies, Jesus. I don't. I'm not saying that if it didn't happen, then it would happen. It is what it is. Um, my whole thing is now like, oh my gosh, I hope this man gonna be able to leave me alone if I want to leave him alone. Cause I don't know if I be want to talk to people all the time. But I'm gonna try to make this situation work. I'm gonna try to stick it out because I do get irritated with people extremely fast. But I've been talking to this man for a good little minute and I haven't got irritated with him yet. Um, and we didn't had loud little disputes, but it ain't been nothing major. So thank God for that. Oh, well, yeah. So I ain't got nothing to say about y'all. I don't even care what y'all got going on no more. I don't, I don't talk. Say whatever you want to say. It is what it is. It's gonna go in one ear and out the other at this present moment. Cause now all I worry about is talking to my kids every day, which I have been. I'm gonna go see my daughter tomorrow if her daddy's phone is working, cause I'm not finna go down there for no reason. And then that's respectful too, cause somebody could be there, whatever. Um, and going to work. And that's it. My normal everyday life. And it won't be invested in y'all BS no more. Okay? I'm just telling you